Welcome back to Bingers Bricks, everybody. We are enjoying a little family time outside as I am on paternity leave here for the next few weeks. Today we are working in the Lego City by adding on to the Sitcom Tower. We're going to be extending the Sitcom Tower by 2 floors with the Friends Apartments. Super excited to actually add on, as I know we've had this set in our backlog here for quite a while. It's just kind of taken us a little bit of time to have some extra time in our schedule to build it, as well as talking just a little bit about today the new set that we are going to be adding onto our second tier. So please stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below as we build our set. And Ollie, what do you want to say?
Let's get started.
Let's get started. Today's the day that we get to add on the Friends, the Apartments Lego set onto our Sitcom Tower. Now, as we've mentioned and had a few laughs about before, is our Sitcom Tower is not much of a Sitcom Tower at this point. It's a little bit more of a sitcom building, as we really are only utilizing 2 floors at this point. Now, what the set 10292 or Friends the Apartments is going to do is really going to give us 2 more floors to our sitcom building. So on the left side, obviously you can see over there, sorry, it's blocking a little bit, is we do have Joey and Chandler's apartment, and super excited. That will be 1 floor. That will be the 3rd floor. And then on the 4th floor, what we'll have Rachel and Monica's apartment. Obviously, we'll give Phoebe a little credit since she does live in the apartment for a little while. So this will be 2 separate floors. I'm super excited. I have not built the set yet. We have the pieces all organized. I'm super excited to get started. So I'm excited to see some of the different references that they make to the show itself, and obviously get that into our Sitcom Tower. Now, a couple people have asked me, like, why don't you just display the sets themselves, especially since a lot of them are starting to retire, and I know the Friends Apartments is set to retire hopefully by the end of this year. And my thing is, I love to invest in Lego sets, but I don't have a lot of shelf space to display some of these sitcom sets. So with that being said, I love that the Sitcom Tower gives us the ability to take these display pieces and then put it into one building. And that's really the biggest reason that we're doing this. So I'm excited to start building. Let's get started. Let's see what we can come up with.
I crashed my car, I bumped my head, I showed up late, I lost a friend, I failed my class, I fell at school, they kicked me out, she said I drool. Got no money in the bank, but I wanna run away, had some people tell me they would like it better if I fade, honestly I wasn't great, not until you took my place, now I seem to have a grip on any negativity. I crashed my car, I bumped my head, I showed up late, I lost a friend, I failed my class, I fell at school, they kicked me out, she said I drool. Look me in the eyes, tell me what you want, I don't want the lies, please don't be a con, my head is in the sky, I'm always on the run, I wanna feel alive, my eyes are on the sun.
All right, everybody, we do have the 3rd floor done. Joey and Chandler's apartment is looking awesome. So just right off the bat, obviously, this is keeping in line with the other 2 floors that we have. This is the stairwell over here, right on the left side of the building. The stairwell is pretty consistent. So looking into the stairwell was the first reference that I noticed. Obviously, the episode when Rachel and Joey are eating the pie that fell down on the floor out in the hall. Definitely something that was obviously a great episode, many great episodes, but go right off the bat too, you can kind of see the different rooms that we have. You can tell right away which one is Joey's room, as it does have the pizza box. Chandler's room right over here, as well as the Ichiban or Lipstick for Men poster, kind of gives it away as well. And then going into the living room, right, the biggest thing that I noticed, oh, there goes a piece already, we have the parka loungers, right? I love the uniqueness of the chairs being able to kind of recline. I thought that was super cool. The Technic piece that they used underneath just allows them and has that ability to let them recline. Going off of that, we do have the canoe, obviously, when Joey gets in the entertainment center when he's trying to make a sale. And, oh my gosh, he's trying to make the sale. Obviously, he hops in and they all get robbed. So they really only have the canoe for a little while, the chick and the duck, and then you obviously have the foosball table, and then the episode, obviously, where Chandler is filling up milk in a cup for Joey and giving it to him. So just a lot of cool different references, everybody. Definitely recommend adding this onto your sitcom tower if you haven't already. But please drop in the comments if I missed any of the cool references in this set. I absolutely love it so far. Let's go on to our 4th floor and start building Monica and Rachel's apartment.
My cool, I lost my phone, I got left out, I sat alone, I stubbed my toe, I flipped my lid, they video, she posted it, got no money in the bank, but I wanna run away, had some people tell me they would like it better if I paid.
All right, here we are, everybody, from Monica and Chandler's apartment, or the 4th floor. One thing I forgot to mention, on the front of Joey and Chandler's apartment on the 3rd floor, you actually saw that the stairwell does come up, but there are no stairs to go up to the 4th floor. So what actually happens is over here you can see the little balcony. The stairs that were on the front side of the 3rd floor actually lead up to the little balcony here, and then that actually goes in where you can enter into their apartment over here from the side. So it is a little different for the 4th floor since this is the top. The one thing that I forgot to add on to the roof is the addition now to actually get up to the roof from the stairs. So that is something that I still need to include. But overall, we have most of the additions done. I love the different windows in the front here, really jumping into it here. I love the attention to detail, honestly, for the kitchen. I think it's just really cool how they utilize some of the different colors as well as some of the different bricks and pieces to kind of recreate just the perfectionist, right, that Monica is within her kitchen. So the different colors really seem to, give it a just great eye appeal. I love some of the different references as well. You can see over here as one of our minifigures, right, we have Janice walking into the apartment, obviously the times that she's dating Chandler, and obviously her crazy voice that everybody knows. But also love obviously Monica loves the different styles within her apartment, right? It has to be her style, but she has different styles. So love the little reference to the Thanksgiving episodes. Obviously, they have multiple of them since it changes year over year, but also adding on to the Thanksgiving, right? We also have the Go Sports. That could be in reference to obviously the football episode, or obviously could be in reference essentially to the episode where Ross is learning how to play rugby and is kind of taking notes on how to obviously play so that he can go and impress his girlfriend. So a lot of cool different references in here as well. Obviously, one of the crazy references, Gladys over there, one of the scariest, I think, pieces of artwork that I've ever seen. But overall, definitely something that is very unique and a great addition to the Sitcom Tower. Let's put it all together and see how it looks. The Sitcom Tower is finally starting to look like a Sitcom Tower, everybody. We doubled the amount of floors we had with the Central Perk and Seinfeld, and now adding on the Friends, the apartments, giving us our top 2 floors here. Looks really good, everybody. Had a lot of fun building our 2 floors. Now, as I mentioned in the past, we do have Thor's penthouse that we are going to be adding on here. I still have to purchase Thor's new Asgard, but I do have all the extra pieces to build it at some point here. Just have to obviously purchase and then find time to build. The other thing I do have to make correction, obviously, as I mentioned in the last video, is just giving access to the stairwell in here for Monica and Rachel's apartment, obviously just to make sure that they have the access to get to the roof. So, had a lot of fun. I did have to personalize the roof that we have on top here just because it had that overhang before. since it was over top of Seinfeld, which it looked great. I think that it looked really good, but with the kind of openness to the balcony that Monica and Rachel have to their apartment, I did have to obviously cut it back a little bit just so it wasn't, that overhang wasn't as big. So definitely a couple things we've had to adjust, but I do really like what we have so far and just have to continue to grow. Now, obviously with it being next to the Daily Bugle, it still looks kind of small, but it will continue to grow as they continue to release some of these sitcom sets. Now, wanted to travel over here quick to give a little bit of an update. All right, everybody, update time. So in the past couple of videos, I've mentioned that we have purchased the pet shop. The pet shop will go right next to the detective's office once that's built. We will do a quick little build review for that. But the big update that I wanted to give everybody is the fact that we're going to be adding in another set into our Lego City. We have purchased and are going to build the corner garage. So super excited to add in another retired Lego set into the Lego City. And how we're going to input this into the Lego City is we're actually going to put it where the 123 Sesame Street is right now, the mock that we did for 123 Sesame Street. Love the mock. I don't want to move it because I don't like it. I want to move it because it's a little bit of a shorter set. So I do want that to be on display a little bit more and put onto our second tier. So what we will do then is put the corner garage down on the first tier since it is a little bit taller, which will then obviously hide a little bit more of the wood look from the melamine in the background. Now, with the corner garage, since you can access it from the front and the side, we are going to finally have to put in that extra piece, melamine piece over here so that, you know, for minifigures, obviously when they're driving in and they try to drive out, they don't just fall off a cliff. Obviously, definitely something that we need within the Lego City. Now, couple obviously things that we're changing, you know, in the future here. So super excited to add those different sets into the Lego City. I'm excited because really we are starting to fill up the second tier here. Just within the past few weeks, we have been able to purchase a few new sets and really only leaving us with a couple extra open base plates on the top here. So after we get those two sets in, we're definitely going to have to tackle a few other things that need looking at, right? You know, making sure that we finish off our roads, you know, getting the train finally finished off, making sure that that dips down into the road and, you know, completing a little bit more of the work around the Disney Castle. So super excited, everybody, to be making these changes. And I just appreciate you guys obviously being here with me. To start closing things out, everybody, within our Lego City, we don't really have a ton of mocks. And so I think that's why today's episode was a little bit more special, was because we obviously don't get a chance to do them that often. So when you do them, it's different and it's a little bit more exciting. So it's more exciting in the fact that if it's something new, but when it comes down to organizing 3,000 to 4,000 pieces, not quite as exciting. But with that being said, I'm interested if everybody could drop comments down below what you guys use for Lego organizers. The only things really that I use are, you know, primarily I try to use these trays, right? We have the three little cubes on one side and then the one on the other side. I have a couple of these, but really it ends up coming down to the old reliable, right? We have the Tupperware dishes. So super excited to use these as well as some of our smaller pap cups. Now, the only thing with the smaller pap cups is obviously you have the recessed drop where you, if you're using tiles or anything, they tend to drop towards the bottom and you can't figure out what you're using. Especially when you're doing something like time lapse or trying to record videos, it becomes tedious when you have to try to reach and scramble for a lot of those pieces, as you can probably see in some of my videos. So something that we don't get to do that often. So I'm excited to see kind of how you guys utilize those and really, you know, what's the easiest thing to do. Now, lastly, the other thing I want to talk about was next week we are going to be working on building one of the other modulars that we have, right? We have the pet shop and we also have the corner garage. Trying to see which one we should do first. I'm excited more for the corner garage because it's a corner modular that we need for the second tier, but we also have the pet shop. So please let me know if there's one that you'd prefer to see built. Obviously, that's only going to be part of our video next week, and the fact that we're also going to be doing a Lego store run, hopefully this coming week, earlier this week, so that I can get that video out to see what they have on that pad wall. So very excited about that as well. Please make sure to like, subscribe, drop your comments down below, and turn those notifications on. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week.